I was questioning the idea of what, how we're supposed to follow our heart, and I wondered, like I'm jumping to the song "Phones," but if we're supposed to follow our heart, what part of the heart are we supposed to follow, right? Because, I mean, music is inside of you. You said it. You can't even let it go. I mean, I can't let it go, and I'm not even a musician. But your side of the music business means that you're on the road away from somebody for so long, and yet that person is a huge part of your heart too. So that's got to be the toughest part for you as a person.
Yeah.
To follow your heart, which pulls you away from a big part of what your heart is connected to. So, wow. I'll just put a question mark there and say ramble,
Man, I don't know, man. It's following your heart is like, there's this. I heard this Brandi Carlile song. I love.
Oh
Brandi
yeah,
Carlile.
she's awesome.
I mean, my wife. There's this song. All of the lines across my face. What song is that? Tell you the story. The story. It's called The Story. Great song. Download it if you've never heard it. But it's a beautiful song. My wife walked down the aisle of that song. But I love that song. But there's some songs I've heard from her lately. I've not been blown away by. And there's one where she says something about. I think it's her. I might be putting something on her that's not even by her, but it's like something about like follow your heart. And actually, yeah, it's not Brandi Carlile, it's somebody else. Well, forget that. Anyways, following your heart above all else is deceitful. Like, that's the thing. It's like when you follow your heart, you do like, oh, this feels like the right thing. Like, whenever I do things that feel like the right thing, that's usually a sign that it's the worst effing decision that I'm gonna ever make. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, follow your head. Your head is the part. Like, there's a, you know what I mean? Like, don't follow your heart, follow your brain. Like, you're like,
use your head.
Exactly. And it's like, but at the same time, like, I don't know. It's you gotta find an equal balance. Like for me, like being in a band and touring and stuff is something that I love to do. It's something that fulfills me in a way that that a person can't. Like you can't expect. I'm married to my wife, but I can't expect her. She's not my fulfillment. She's my partner. Like we work together, and like just like I don't fulfill her. Like I'm not the end all be all for her. And I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to be that for her, and I wouldn't want her to be that for me. So, like, what you really need is something else to fulfill you, which for us is probably our relationship with God. And part of working that out is like part of who you are is like doing what you love, and like I love touring, I love being in a band, and that does pull me away from her. But at the same time, if I didn't do that, golly, I'd probably be a grumpy old man. You know what I mean? I'd be like, I'd be 28 and I'd feel 68, and I would just be like. So you gotta find that balance, but at the same time you gotta make sacrifices for like when I love touring and stuff. I love being out on the road and stuff, but I also have to like make sacrifices for my marriage to be able to hang out with her, to build our relationship. Yeah. But yeah. Follow your heart, but in moderation. How's that sound? That's my official stance.
Officially, that's We have come to surmise that it is follow your heart in moderation.
In moderation, yes. Use your head. Use your head.
Yeah. I mean, hey, there is a balance between head and heart, right? I mean, I figure if God put both of them inside of us, there must be a reason. And I actually think they're connected more than we even know. I mean, and as I think there was Sting said something maybe in an interview one time about how we perceive what the heart is, but really it's something emotional in our head that's making these just emotional decisions, So
I think a good rule of thumb would be let your heart be the engine, but let your brain be the steering wheel. How's that?
Okay.
There you go.
Probably lyrics somewhere in and around that thought process.
Yeah. Copyrighted 2013 or whatever year it is for Luke Foley. Don't try to steal it.
Co-writer.
Co-writer. Yeah, that's a co-write.
Well,